Got to remind you of this. You are a diehard Alabama fan. Of course you are. You're a diehard fan. You love the team. You support the team. You eat it. You sleep it. You drink it. You wear it. You go grocery shopping with it. You're in church with it. You're probably two-stepping in the club with it. This is what you do. You got to check out tdawear.com. That is tdawear.com, where you can purchase all types of apparel. We got the We Want Football shirts, the Let Them Play shirts, the hoodies, the I Love Hearing Touchdown Alabama shirts. We got so much apparel here for you, and we want you to check this out. Go to tdawear.com. Do your shopping right here. You'd be very glad you did, showing that support for Coach Saban, the Alabama football program, the student athletes, and us here at TDA. But we get into now final topic of conversation. It's time to hand out some game balls. It's time to recognize my MVPs, my most valuable players from week one of the college football season for the Crimson Tide off its win over Missouri. So as my man John Ivory's got the music pumping right now, we're going to start this off. The number one game ball goes to Mac Jones. Mac 10, Mac Drip, Mac Slice. Mac Jones did his thug fizzle, did his thing week one against Missouri. Came out there effective, efficient, firing on all cylinders, completed 18 of 24 passes. That's 75% completion rating, 249 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, looked in sync from the word go. Both of his touchdown passes came on third down, so talk about the efficiency there. I mean, the young man played with absolute control, absolute poise. Even in facing a blitz, stood in that pocket, made big-time plays. Really proud of Mac Jones. Even his 6 incompletions, the ball was placed on the money. There was some good coverage there by Missouri's defensive backs, and Brian Robinson, baby, couldn't get his name in the paper, dropped the touchdown pass, but Mac Jones, all in all, played extremely well. That's the first game ball. Second game ball, come on down, Jaylen, thy name is Waddle. Forget Air Jordan. We got Air Waddle in the house. Air Waddle in the building. Jaylen Waddle had NFL scouts on notice all game long. 8 catches, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 16.8 yards a catch. Talk about jumping up like a pogo stick to catch the 46-yard pass from Mac Jones, plucking it out of the air between 2 defensive backs. I mean, you can't catch him, you can't stop him, you can't see him. The little John Cena thing. Jaylen Waddle, a big-time show out there on the field, and once again, as good as Devontae Smith is, he's special, he's big time. As good as some of these other wide receivers are in college football, Jaylen Waddle showed NFL scouts over the weekend. You want to sit there and second guess me as a receiver? Let me show you something then. Let me pop you into my hood. This young man, big speed, put some route concepts together, made big-time plays. This guy's looking for a first-round top 15 draft stock. Second game ball there going to Jaylen Waddle. Third game ball, third MVP according to yours truly. Come on down, Naji Harris. Come on down, Mr. California man. He had a big-time day, and all of the hard work, all of the summer workouts, all of the flipping tires, all of the core training, everything that Brad Lester and Derek Blaylock put him through, it paid off. You talk about the speed right there, the power right there, over 100 yards from scrimmage, 106 yards from scrimmage, 98 yards rushing on 17 carries, had 3 touchdowns. After having a struggle of a time to get out of the box in last year's season opener against Duke, Naji the grown man Harris came out of that box swinging against Mizzou, had a solid performance. He is the third game ball. The number 4 game ball, the number 4 MVP. How about the second coming of Reuben Foster, that being one Christian Harris? He was a one-man wrecking show out there. I know Dylan Moses was out there, and Dylan played well. There were some other guys that played well, but Christian Harris had his hair on fire, had the ground scorched from the word go. 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack. The first 2 big defensive plays of the football game came from Christian Harris. He was money in the bag. Like that song, just throw it in the bag. He was money in the bag. Christian Harris had a big-time show-stopping performance. Looking forward to seeing how he builds off that. And the final game ball here, y'all. This was tough for me. My man Daniel Wright had 11 tackles. Loved the way he played, but he doesn't get it. My man Josh Jobe had 7 tackles, played well. He doesn't get it. LeBron Ray had a sack in the game, but he doesn't get it. My final game ball, these 2 brothers have to share it. How about the freshmen, Will Anderson and Malachi Moore? Both of these 2 will share the final game ball as MVPs from me. Both of these 2 were outstanding their first time out there on the field. Will Anderson, the kid's a stud. This guy's got Tim Williams potential written all over him, 3 tackles in the game, but he was consistently in the backfield. He was consistently causing havoc, constantly bringing pressure. He had a play in the game where I think Missouri's trying to run the option, and the length of Will Anderson was too much for Sean Robinson, Missouri's quarterback. He tosses a lateral in the backfield. It results in being a fumble. Patrick Surtain recovered the miscue. Will Anderson's going to be a star here for the Crimson Tide. And then Malachi Moore, he's not always talked about. He came in kind of underrated, overlooked, but that young man played ball as well. 3 tackles, had a tackle for loss, looked confident in that star role in nickel, looked like he was in perfect phase out there. He had 1 play where that young man came down here with bad intentions and had a huge tackle for loss on the running back there, Larry Roundtree. So big job there by both freshmen, Will Anderson and Malachi Moore. But those are just the game balls, the MVPs, according to yours truly. Mac Jones at quarterback, big show from him. Jaylen Waddle, Waddle, picking him up, putting him down. He went off. Naji Harris, all of that offseason training paid off for him. He had a strong performance. Christian, thy name is Harris, run you over. Christian Harris had a big show, and the 5th and final game ball goes to the tandem of Will Anderson and Malachi Moore. Both freshmen were outstanding there on the field. But as always, Alabama fans, you want the best in news, notes, information, and coverage on your Crimson Tide. It's very simple and easy to do this. You can access the Touchdown Alabama Magazine app. You download it from the iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store if you've got the Android phone. For your audio listening needs, we got you right here. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, Google Play, Overcast.fm, TuneIn Radio, and iHeartRadio. We have you covered. If the good and gracious Lord sees fit, I'll be back on Wednesday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. Remember, Alabama fans, you can purchase individual copies of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Have those sent to your door. Link will be found in the description. One more super chat time for the road. Jimmy Clay again. Throw it in that $10 with the super chats. Jimmy Clay ain't playing, y'all. Y'all better watch Jimmy. Jimmy Clay ain't playing, y'all. This ain't Jimmy Crack Corn. This is Jimmy Clay. And he really about that business around here. But be sure to get your individual copies of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. That link will be found in the description. But until next time, folks, husbands love your wives. Wives appreciate, value those husbands, children. Fresh week, get that schoolwork done, but still do those things legitimately now to not be bored. Get you those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. Protect yourself, protect the loved ones around you. Until next time, folks, spend in my own words. Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.